All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there who pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, this is the brother Shatir from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And man, I found this article today. And this is going to be a huge game changer in the opioid crisis. All right, we have this article here in USA Today, November 5th, 2018. And it says FDA, Food and Drug Administration, approves opioid painkiller 1,000 times stronger than morphine. God dog, man, 1,000 times stronger than morphine. I mean, we've all seen what morphine can do. You talking about something that's 1,000 times stronger than morphine? They might as well just call it death. I remember Cat Williams did a comedy skit on that, but I don't want to venture off from the story. So let's read this and we'll get a few scriptures and close it out. It says, a new opioid tablet that is 1,000 times more potent than morphine and 10 times stronger than fentanyl, because fentanyl is stronger than morphine, and sometimes it's mixed in together, was approved by the Food and Drug Administration Friday as a fast-acting alternative to IV painkillers used in hospitals. The painkiller Dsuvia will be restricted to limited use only in healthcare settings such as hospitals, surgery centers, and emergency rooms, but critics worry the opioid will fuel an already grim opioid epidemic, which is true because it's only going to take some pharmacists, some scientists, okay, to get this drug, see what ingredients are in it, and then make a bootleg of it with the same ingredients, call it a different name, put it out in the street, and then there you go. You got Dsuvia in the street. I guarantee you, I give it about a good year until something like this gets in the street. It says, also on Friday, the Drug Enforcement Administration released a report showing that prescription drugs were responsible for the most overdose deaths of any illicit drug since 2001, which is true. Because really, that's the best stuff. Go ask the rich people. Okay? And it says Democratic Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts urged the FDA not to approve Dsuvia last month, saying an opioid that is 1,000 times more powerful than morphine is 1,000 times more likely to be abused and 1,000 times more likely to kill. True. Makes very good sense. To that, FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb said in a statement that very tight restrictions will be placed on Dsuvia. Dsuvia will not be available at retail pharmacies or for any home use, Gottlieb said. So basically, you most likely won't be able to get this at your Rite Aid, your Walmart, your Walgreens, or CVS. It says the medication, which comes in a single-use package, also should not be used for more than 72 hours. The medicine comes in a tablet that can dissolve under the tongue, okay, sublingual. Side effects of the potent drug include extreme tiredness, breathing problems, coma, and death. Okay, well, obvious because it's an opiate. Okay, opioids affect your nervous system, which decreases the respiratory rate. It decreases your pulse rate to the point where eventually you stop breathing and your heart stops beating. Okay, and folks that have regular heroin. This regular heroin kills them if they don't get any help within a couple of minutes. All right. And you see what it's doing to not only Jake, but especially bad Uncle Esau. It's wiping them out at an astronomical rate. And so now you're about to put something on the market, which eventually is going to get to the street. That's 1,000 times more powerful than morphine. Hey man, you hey, you hospitals and you paramedics out there, you better have that Narcan ready because it's going to be a very wild 2019. Okay? It says Gottlieb and said military use of the drug was carefully considered in this case, as the FDA wants to make sure our soldiers have access to treatment that meet the unique needs of the battlefield. Hey man, this is, like the article said, this is something that's just gonna add more fuel to the fire of the opiate crisis. All right, and as quiet as it's kept, okay, a lot of these Edomites are overdosing on these opioids, whether it be due to some type of post-op surgery or something to just kind of deal with a chronic pain issue like a back surgery or a hip surgery, or just some people that just like drugs, period. You know, they just depressed and they can't deal with life. They need drugs. All right. And this is going to seriously wipe out a lot of you Edomites out there, because you all are going to be the ones that are going to have the money to afford this. And because of that, it's going to be you all that's going to be overdosing on this. All right, this opioid crisis is like the Edomite version of the Black Plague. Okay, it's taking you all out in serious numbers. All right, and we're just going to get a few scriptures and then we're just going to close this out. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, "And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." Right? Because you got to think, bad Uncle Esau put AIDS, crack, and heroin in the Israelite community to destroy them. And now you fast forward the clock 25, 35 years later, okay, the same drugs that you used to kill Jake are now killing you. You try to get Jake hooked on opioids so you can kill them. Now it's coming back and hurting you all double. Okay? The elder of our camp talks about this on numerous occasions. How the opioid deaths among you Edomites is just skyrocketing. All right? Almost like 100 or 200 some of you are dying of an opioid crisis every day. And then your own government, your own people just signed into a law. Basically, it's like a super opioid. All right? Basically, if you take this, you're going to die. They just need to call it Dsuvia, death. That's just what you need to call it, just death. And it's coming back on all of you all. All right? Because this is what you did to the Jake communities. All right? And because it says, we'll read it again. And the Lord and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And the curse that's going on you Edomites right now is that curse of pestilence, as it says in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, where it said, "I will put all these plagues on thee, even the ones that are not written in this book, and also shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee." I forgot which one that is. Oh yeah, Deuteronomy 28:21. It says, "Yahweh shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land, whether thou goest to possess it." Right? This opioid pestilence is wiping you Edomites off the face of the map, man. You all are dying at an astronomical rate across the United States because of these opiates for, like I said before, whatever reason you're taking, whether it's post-op surgery, whether it's to deal with chronic pain, to deal with some type of depression, or just because you're just a drug addict in general. Okay? This opioid crisis is cleaving onto you and destroying you with a vicious hatred. And it's all sent by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And I want to get the other one where it says all the plague, even the ones that are not written in this book. Can you find it? Yep. Deuteronomy 28 and I'll start at 59. Then Yahweh will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. All right, because this opioid thing has actually been going on for a long time. It's just been kept on the low profile. All right, because you have to remember, bad Uncle Esau has an image to maintain. All right, he has to maintain that image that he's the beacon of hope and light and excellence and everything that is perfection. Okay, which is not true, but that's the image that he has to maintain. And it says, moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will Yahweh bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. Okay? And as we read in Deuteronomy 30 and 7, he's going to put these curses on our enemies. All right? And Deuteronomy 28 and 61, okay, is one of the curses that's coming upon bad Uncle Esau. All right? Because there's nothing in Deuteronomy or Leviticus where you see that thou shalt be smitten with opioids. No, no, no. That's a plague, that's a pestilence that wasn't written in the law. Okay? But it's being manifested now. It's a pestilence now that's totally consuming Edomites, man. There's not I guarantee you there's not a day that goes by in Chicago where there's not some Edomite that's overdosed on an opioid, whether it be in his house, in a hotel, or some junkie that's living up under a bridge. Okay, this opioid thing is heavy. And just when you thought that it couldn't possibly get any worse, guess what? They got Dsuvia coming out. Man, you devils ain't ready for this, man. Hey, the Most High has a serious bone to pick with you all, and he's doing it through these opioids. You all are not ready. Hey, you just ain't ready. So, like I said, 2019 is going to be a rough year for you Edomites, and a whole lot of you are not going to make it. So you better enjoy 2018 while you can, as I said, 2019 will not be a great year for you all. So with that being said, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. With that, we're going to say shalom.